Hello guys, and let's start with a cube. Adding a cube and scale it a little bit up on the y-axis. It makes it a little bit smaller because we want to make a low poly stadium. Yeah, the next step, go to modifiers and add an array modifier so the object will be cloned or duplicated. Make the factor x to 0 and the factor y to 1.4, 1.3. and make the count a little bit higher. And now you see the object duplicates. Yeah, in the next step we will add a curve. It's a really important thing we want to add. So add a Bezier curve, scale it up so we see it exactly, and then rotate it a little bit, like 90 degree on the on the z axis. So, and the next step, click on the object you added and add a new modifier. So go into modifiers tab and add the curve modifier. So in deform you find curve modifier, and then it opens a small window. You see the eyedropper over there. Click on it with left mouse click and go to the curve, and now you see it fits perfectly on the curve. So then you can scale the object and make things like this, but it always fits the curve perfectly, and that's a really nice thing. So scale it a little bit down like this, and now you see it fits really good. Now go to tab to edit mode with tab, and then we will change now a little bit like the location and rotation. So rotate it to 45 degree, and now I want to press G, and now we locate it in the middle and a little bit down, like this here. So now choose the black point you see, and now you have the line. If you click on the black point, click E to extrude it, and now you see it located on the point the y-axis, like the point is down there, and rotate it to 90 degree again, exactly like this. You can make it more detailed now to 90, exactly so, and press E again and locate it on the x-axis, rotate it again 90 degree, exactly 90 degree, and looks like this. So now go back to the object mode, click on the curve and go to the right and go on data, press 2 dimension, make the resolution to 5, or yeah, like 5, like this, and go to the bottom to active spine. You see it, it's in the bottom, and click U. But now you see the circle is closed. Looks really good. Now we have like the ground structure, and make the resolution now to 25 or 24 again, so it looks really clean. And that's it. First, what we're gonna do now is to make the curves or the corners a little bit cleaner. So go on the tab mode again, and edit mode with tab, and press G to locate it, or press only the left or right point. Press G, and now you can locate it, and the line matches. Locate it over there, and the right point at the same position, and the points at the top we will make at the same position too, like this, and the other point like this again. And that's how it looks really nice. Now we can scale it a little bit on the y-axis too, like this. Yes. And there you see it looks like a ground structure of a round stadium. Looks really nice. So what you can now do for testing is click on the cube again, go onto your modifiers tab, from the cube, go to array modifier. Now you can make the count a little bit more, and you see that the fits the line perfectly. It is closed. You can also change the y factor to 1.0. And now you see it is really closed. That's how the main structure looks. You can now play a little bit with scaling. You can like scale it down on every axis. So play a little bit with scaling so it looks perfectly like really seats and rows from a football stadium. I'm now scaling a little bit like this. It's a little bit flat now, not so high, like really like a cube. A little bit scaling a little bit down because I want to make a small stadium only, like a below poly stadium. Yeah, it looks now really good. Now you can look how it looks like with a soccer field. So add a picture from a soccer field you have from the internet or something. So you can see how it looks like with a field on it. It's a really nice thing you can add because you will see definitely detailed what you can change, or it looks like good or something. So I added a picture from a soccer field. I will change it, but later. So now go on the tab mode, and now you see it looks like this is not fitting the line, but this is normal. Don't be worried. If you go to the object mode again, you see it fits. So what we added on this cube will be applied to every cube or every duplicated you see. To demonstrate, choose an edge, and you can make like change location with G, and you see it applies on every object. And this is a really nice and simple trick to make big stadiums like this. So what we now want to do, make the count to 1. We can edit better with this and choose the edge at the left. I selected, click, then, but firstly delete these faces. You will see the faces at the bottom we don't need. So it's really a bit simpler, easier to edit. Then click right mouse click and delete facet. You can also click X to delete it. It's your choice. Now we have this kind of mesh over there. Then we can select the edges and extrude it. Go first to the Y mode like this, and we can make it like better. You can also change at the top so it's really much easier to extrude. Now extrude with E like this, like 2 at the top and 2.5 at the left. It's not, you have not to make it really detailed. It's not that bad if it's not the same. It's not the same big as the other rows are. So extrude it again like this. It's a really easy way to make such nice stadiums and rows. Another one, I will add another one, but not so much because I want to make a low stadium, and that's how it looks like. Now you can go to object mode again, and you see it fits the line. Now you can make the count a little bit higher, and you see how it looks like. And it looks really nice and clean. You see it. And that's all the beginner tricks, the beginner basics from of making a stadium. So what we're going to do now, you can delete the field. I only wanted to see how it looks like. So delete it and we can edit easier. Now we go to the edit mode again, make the count again to 1 in the modifiers tab so we can edit easier. And then we make extrude it a little bit, deactivate the bottom at the top so you can extrude a little bit more detailed. Now extrude it, then extrude it to the top. Press the middle mouse button to make it exactly on the Z-axis. Then add loop cuts now with Control R. So go in there, Control R, and make 2 loop cuts. Press left mouse click 1 time, and then the next step, press S, and now we can move it so it's more at the same position, like this here. And now make loop cuts again, but on the Y-axis, 2 more cuts, like this, so we have a surface in the middle, it is closed. Now select this surface and now we want to extrude it. Go on the X, view, and extrude it to the top where the other edge is, like this. Now press S and we can deform a little bit at the top. You see it, it's a really nice tactic, a really nice trick everyone uses when using Blender. It looks like this first. Now we have to click on the 3 edges we see at the left with pressing Shift and the 3 edges and extrude it and the X-axis with the middle mouse button up to there exactly. Looks like this. Looks really nice, I think. Now select the edges, the 3 edges we extruded, and extrude it at the top a little bit, only a little bit like this, yeah. And choose the edges at the front, the 3 edges, and extrude it only a little bit. And then press S, and we can make it a little bit deform, like I did before. So that's kind of where the news from companies are, and something like this, or yes. So the next step, I want to make the second row at the top. So we will duplicate the row we had on the bottom and duplicate this and make this at the top. So choose all the rows we have over there, all the 5 rows, click Shift D, and now it's duplicated. So Shift D, and then you can locate it at the other position, like over there. Now you see what it looks like. I think it has to go a little bit more on the X-axis, is too near at the front. So go on undo history now. So it's selected and located a little bit at this position. Yeah, so it's really good. And so it looks like. Looks really nice now, the rows, and they are finished. Now we can go out the object mode again. So we see it and make the count a little bit more. Now we have a little bit look how it looks like with all the duplicated objects. I think looks really nice, like a small stadium, small low poly stadium. I love the style really. And yeah, now we will make the outside and the top of the stadium. So we go to the tab mode again, to the edit mode again, and with pressing tab. And now make the count again to 1. And make now the same thing we did at the bottom row. So press the 3 edges and extrude it on the x-axis. One more time we extrude it. Yeah, like this. Okay. And now extrude it to the top. So firstly, but make loop cuts again with Ctrl R and press S. Like this, and now we have a surface in the middle again. Extrude this surface with pressing E and then press S to deform it again a little bit. Like this here, that looks good. Then delete the faces at the back. Was only a mistake, sorry for this mistake. And then choose the 3 edges at the back. You know the thing. Extrude it again to the top. Over there, like it's same position where the cube is before. And then extrude it again to the right side with the x-axis, pressing the middle mouse button. Go to the Y mode or extrude it firstly. Then choose the 3 edges at the front you see. Now go to the Y mode, the Y axis, you see it, and extrude it a little bit like this. You can make your own ideas how the top will look like. I want to make this because it's really simple design to show you, so you exactly understand how it works. It doesn't look really nice now, but it will be added in the next time. But first choose all the selected faces and extrude it a little bit with E. Now you can go on to the object mode and you can see how it looks like. You can make the count more too. And the edges you see there, they are really nice thing I added. That's why I extruded it, so it's really nice. Now extrude a little bit so it perfectly fits, like this. Exactly. Now you have a little stadium, it looks nice. We will now have to make the outside, and the top I will make more detailed now. So go at the edit mode again with tab. And now we will make the outside, the wall. For this you can be really creative, and I will select now the 3 edges at the top there and extrude it a little bit to all side. But let me first think about it. Yeah, okay. Extrude to the outside with E and middle mouse button on the, I like this. And now add some loop cuts again, 2 loop cuts from this position and 2 loop cuts over there. At the back I will add 2 loop cuts again. So like there are 2 loop cuts, and over there 2 loop cuts. So we have now this surface. Now you can select the 2 surfaces over there I selected and go to the axis button and extrude it up down to the bottom. It looks like this. Now select this surface behind, not the surface at the front, not this surface, this behind here, and extrude it again. So it has a nice creative design. Stadium looks like this now first. Now you can add like more things. You can extrude something, or it can be really creative. That's a nice thing in Blender. And yeah, now go to the top and select this edge and press S a little bit like this. Choose this face and press S2. What we're gonna do now is to change the location a little bit, so the top from the stadium has a really nice and professional design, detailed design. So choose this points and press G to change the location. Now press another 2 points. Oh Lord, it's wrong what I did. I'll go on undo history now. Now I selected point and press G, middle mouse button on the Z axis. Looks like this, and the other 2 points 2. And now the top has a nice design. Now you can look at the object mode, how it looks like with other duplicated objects to make the count again. And now you see it has a nice design, which looks really nice in my opinion. It's simple but effective, and a nice design I added. And yeah, so in the next video I will make the design and the details. So I will make the soccer field. We'll add colors, textures, and all these things which are really important too. So be tuned, and it would be nice to let a follower on my channel. Let me in the comments below how you found this tutorial, and sorry for my bad English. I hope you understand all, and hope you are here in the next video, in the next part, next episode of making a low poly stadium